In this video, I want to teach you how to outline a pattern using ink and brush. I will start with telling you the purpose of outlining, then types of brushes and ink, plus the needed ink amount, and the exercises prior to outlining. I will end the video with 2 clips outlining a colored and a golden pattern. Outlining is an important part of Islamic Illumination because it separates gold from other colors. Additionally, it gives the pattern depth and details. To start off, it's important to choose the correct brush. So I have Winsor & Newton Series 7 type of brush, and then I have a selection of different brushes. My absolute favorite to use is the Rosemary & Co brushes because of their long tip. Another popular choice for brushes in the illumination and the miniature circle is the Da Vinci brushes, but I don't particularly love them because of their very short tip. To compare between the Rosemary and the Da Vinci brushes, you can just look at how short the tip of the Da Vinci brush, which means it holds less ink. When it comes to ink types, there are about 3 types. There is the Iranian black ink that you could find in Turkish bookstores or other types of bookstores, or you could use the calligraphy ink that is used by the Arabic calligraphist or other types. And then there is the Winsor & Newton black Indian ink, and this one is the one I use the most. From the 3, I feel like this is the most reliable, plus you can find it in almost everywhere. I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to get it off Amazon. To start off, I'm going to put a little bit of my ink in my palette. I like to use a little dropper when I get the ink, because that gives me a controlled amount, and I would only use like a few drops at a time because ink gets dry really fast, so you don't want a huge amount that you're not going to use. The Da Vinci brush is slightly taller, so painting with it gives different results. And your hand has to be more in tune with the motion and the size of the brush. So your hand feels different things with different brushes. So it's always good to practice, especially if you want to change the brush, and you could change into a different directions. And you see how like my movement is slightly slower, my line is a little bit thicker, but by the 4th line I'm more comfortable, but the thickness of my line is not what I want, especially for my type of outline. My hand is a little stiff because you need daily practices when it comes to outline. It is the hardest step, but it is the most therapeutic. And start a little practice next to it with the Rosemary. The Rosemary is slightly shorter as a brush, but the tip of it is longer, which holds more ink, and that's what I personally enjoy with this brush. It gives me less ink dips. And look at my beautiful line. This is basically the thickness I aim for. There is another practice of Islamic patterns where there is a specific thick to thin and thin to thick, but I'm just doing a steady line. And that gives you an idea of the difference between the Da Vinci and the Rosemary brushes. Please comment below to tell me which one you prefer, or if there are other brands that I don't know about. And now let me start showing you how I will outline my final pattern. Before ending this video, I wanted to show you two outlining clips. They are both sped up because outlining is a long process that takes a lot of time and focus. Traditionally, patterns are painted in gold and then outlined. All the information are in the description box below. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to share it with other art lovers and like it and subscribe to get more art tutorials.